Hey guys, CYBERGOD here, and today we are going to talk about how Batman's secret identity makes more sense than you may think. Now, how many times have you heard people say that figuring out Batman's secret identity should be easy, that it makes no sense? They will say things like, Bruce Wayne is the only guy rich enough to be Batman. Just look at his finances, you will know. I have heard these logics so many times, but after thinking about it for a while, I now personally believe that Batman's secret identity makes quite a bit of sense, and I'm going to prove it to you how. But first, let's break one big assumption people have, and I'll do it with a quick example. Let's say Elon Musk has a water leakage problem in his house. The next day, it's completely fixed. Now, what do you think happened? Do you really think Elon went down to his basement, grabbed a wrench and some pipes, and fixed it himself? Or do you think he hired a plumber to fix it? Exactly. And that's my biggest problem with Bruce Wayne is Batman logic. Yes, Bruce has a motive, but why do you have to assume that he is Batman instead of him just backing Batman? Sure, Bruce lost his parents, but he's not the only person in Gotham to have lost someone they love. Right? From an in-universe point of view, it makes way more sense to believe that Bruce hired some elite ex-commando. Maybe someone who lost his daughter to Gotham's crime or something, and now that person is out there, cleaning up the streets. That's way more believable than thinking that the richest playboy in Gotham put on a bat costume and somehow became the most dangerous martial artist in the city. I mean, if I told you that Bill Gates could single-handedly beat Khabib, would you believe me? No, right? Otherwise you're not a person who believes in logic, just saying. And Bruce isn't even the only rich guy in Gotham. There are other wealthy families that could hire a Batman. Some of them probably also have tragic backstories. Heck, even a crime lord could have hired Batman. And maybe sometimes he raids their hideouts to keep suspicion off of them while cleaning up the competition. Or maybe he's a special agent sent in by the president or some high-ranking official to clean up Gotham without the interference of Gotham's corrupt. And the funny thing is, there's still something I haven't even talked about. Something that changes the game in its entirety. Let me put it like this. Why do you think Batman even needs money to do what he does? Now you might be thinking, so how is he gonna get his tools and vehicles out of his ass or something? And yeah, you'd be right. Why doesn't he pull it out of his ass? Is it because he doesn't have superpowers? Well, how do you know that he doesn't have superpowers? Is it because you have seen his origin story? Something that no one in his world should have access to? Right? In a realistic Batman story, like the Nolan trilogy, yeah, maybe you could trace him by following the money. But in the comic book world, where supernatural stuff is normal, that logic proves literally nothing. Because in Gotham, normal people have very little reason to believe that Batman is just a normal regular dude. In fact, most of Gotham's criminals already believe Batman to be some kind of dark, supernatural vampiric creature that comes out at night to hunt them. And then there's the Justice League factor, where Batman is standing alongside Superman, who's basically a god, Wonder Woman, who's a literal god, The Flash, who's known for making the laws of physics his bitch, and lastly but not least, Green Lantern, who's literally known for pulling shit out of his ass. And just a reminder, Batman himself has achieved feats that no normal human can even imagine. So in that kind of world, why would anybody assume that he's just a normal human being instead of another supernatural being like the rest of the league? So yeah, wealth alone doesn't prove Bruce Wayne is Batman, and following the money doesn't prove much either. And if you take into account the comic book world logic, it makes even more sense why his secret identity is still a mystery. And if you enjoyed the video and it gave you a new perspective, consider hitting the like button, subscribing and sharing for more such deep dives. Oh, and do drop a comment telling me about your favorite theory on how Batman keeps his identity a secret. And with that, the video is finished. So, alvida.